What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tone Talks. But before we hop into this video, I need you guys to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. And I would highly appreciate that. So yeah, let's just hop right into episode 24 of Tone Talks. It's kind of going to be about why I kind of have a hard time trusting people. And you guys or anybody out there might be able to relate to this video because I feel like it's so common. Let's normalize that it's okay not to trust people right away, because I feel like, me personally, I have, let people in close to me and gotten fucked over. You know what I mean? And I've let my guard down too quickly with people in certain situations that I've learned in life. So I kind of do have my guard up when it comes to meeting new people, or when it even comes to letting new people in. And it's not the fact that, some people might look at it as like I'm standoffish, or like I don't like people, or it's hard for me to open up to people, which it is, because I just feel like, and not to say that it's an excuse, but it is what it is, and it's something I'm probably gonna have to work on, with letting my guard down more and letting people in. But it's definitely hard to, because I feel like people come into situations with cruel intentions sometimes, and it's sad to say that, but there are people out there that just want to come into your life to destroy it, honestly, and want to see you fail. And one thing I've learned too, people love to see like your downfall or a person's downfall. People don't want to see you doing better than them. They want to see you doing good, but not better than them, in a sense, which I totally agree with that, because I feel like that's such a real fucking thing. And it's hard to let people in too when you like have been hurt in the past, and you've have let your guard down before. We can all relate to this. We all, I'm sure, have been fucked over once or twice, and if you're in my case, multiple times in your life. But it's definitely a real thing, and I feel like people are always like, you need to open up more, you need to be more trusting with people. But sometimes trust is earned, it's not just given. It's kind of like a respect. Respect is earned, it's not given. Same as with trust. So I feel like, when you're meeting new people and when you are starting to get to know people, don't let your guard down right away. And I'm not saying like be standoffish, definitely be open to people if they're open to you, and definitely, still be a decent, good fucking human being. But I'm just saying, keep your guard up too, and it's okay to have your guard up, because like I said, people sometimes come into your life because they just want to fuck it up, or they just want to get in and know all your business and be able to use it against you. These are real things that have happened in my life, and I've been around certain situations where I've seen those type of things happen, just because people maybe let their guard down too quickly. You know what I mean? So I advise anybody to definitely be careful, like I said, when you are meeting new people, and people are always, people. I had this one girl one time, I was hanging out with my best friend and like some people that she knew, but I didn't really know. And I remember one of them looked at me and they were like, "You're so quiet." And I'm just like, I told her, I was like, I'm like that at first, just because I'm just like, I have to feel comfortable around you. I have to know that I can just be who I am around you without no weird vibes and no type of weird shit like that. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but like that's just how I am at first when I'm getting to know new people. And people, I am very quiet when I meet a person, or I do come off as very shy when I do meet people, just because you never know someone's intentions, you know what I mean? And again, that's I can't even fucking speak. I'm also always in my head, so I'm probably overthinking that a lot, you know what I mean? It's probably not even that case, you know what I mean? They might not even be fucking judging me, I don't know. But I'm very selective of who, like I said, I have in my life now, or the type of people that I want around me. I'm very selective of that, because I just feel like in the past situations I haven't let my guard down, and it's kind of like bit me in the ass, you know what I mean? And people have fucked me over, and that's not a good feeling when you get messed over by people, especially when you are trying to let your guard down, you're trying to meet new people and open up. It's not a good feeling when they turn around and they fuck you over, you know what I mean? Not to, and I'm never going to sit here and act like I'm just this innocent person, like, or I have never upset anybody, or I haven't, maybe hurt some people, because I definitely have. I'm not perfect at all. I'm just saying, like, just learn from my mistakes. Anybody that clicks on this video, or anybody that, might previously has watched some of my videos, you know, I try to always tell you guys like to learn from my mistakes and just do shit differently than I've done in the past, you know. But I do think it's okay to have your guard up, and I do think it's okay to not let people in right away, because you, like I said, it's not a good feeling when you get screwed over, you know. And not to say you can't get screwed over by a stranger, because you can get screwed over by friends, family members, significant others. Like, you just really have to be selective of who you have around you, and, you know, the type of people that you want in your life, you know, and the type of energy that you need around you, you know, because I feel like energy matters, you know. It's all about good energy, positive vibes, you know. You need that around you in order to be fucking sane, you know what I mean? Like, you just need a good group of people and good energy and good vibes around you, because the world is fucking crazy as it is, you know, and crazy shit happens on the daily, and, you know, life is so short. We all know that. We've all seen that. We all know that, you know what I mean? So I feel like you just have to have the right people around you, you know what I mean? And I feel like you just can't always let your guard down right away, because if you constantly feel like you always get fucked over by people, or you always feel like, you know, you let your guard down and someone snakes, you definitely build your guard up, and, you know, be very selective of the people that you have around you, you know. And if you have to let some people go, fucking let them go, cut them off, and just move on with your life, and just let it be that, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's okay to have your guard up, you know. I don't, and this is maybe, again, this is my personal opinion, maybe somebody might look at this video and be like, oh, you know, let your guard down and don't listen to me, you know. And granted, everybody's opinion is different. I'm just saying, from my personal opinion and kind of experiences that I've dealt with letting my guard down and getting fucked over in the end, I'm doing things kind of differently now, and I cannot speak. I'm trying to maneuver differently with how I interact with people, or letting my guard down with people, because, like I said, I don't like getting fucked over. That's not a good feeling. Like I said, I don't think anybody wants that, or anybody likes that feeling, you know what I mean? Because it's pretty fucking shitty. So me now, moving forward with people and situations, I'm not letting my guard down right away. I'm not gonna say I'm not open to meeting new people, because I definitely am, and new experiences and things like that, and I really want that, you know what I mean? But I'm not like, I'm watching and I'm measuring, you know, and I have to keep certain people at a certain distance, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? I have to keep you at arm's reach until I can feel comfortable around you, and, you know what I mean, until, you know, you prove your loyalty to me, and vice versa, you know. Because, like I said, I'm not just saying I expect all these things from people and don't want to give anything in return, because it doesn't work like that. But, you know, I am definitely a person that is selective with who they have around them, and the type of people that, you know, with letting their guard down and things like that, because I just don't like getting fucked over, you know. It's really shitty, and when I do get fucked over, it makes me want to be closed off even more, and I don't want to be closed off all the time. I want to be more open and talkative, and more like social with people, you know what I mean? Because, like, I am a fucking loner. Like, if you haven't seen my videos on a loner, go watch that and come back to this video. But I'm working on that. So I just don't want to get fucked over, and to protect myself and to protect my peace of mind and my energy, I have to, like, sometimes have a guard up, and I have to, like I said, keep people at arm's length until I feel comfortable around them, or, you know, they've shown me their loyalty, and vice versa, you know. And that's just kind of how I have to be, you know, to protect myself. And I feel like anybody out there that has been in a similar situation like this, or kind of can relate to the situation, then you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, letting your guard down is not an easy thing, and it can be one of the most, because you almost feel so vulnerable when you're just letting it all out there, and you're just, you know, showing your true self to people, and, you know, and when things don't work out, you know, whether it be a friendship, a relationship with a family member, you know, it kind of sucks, and it makes you, like I said, again, it makes you want to be even more closed off, and it makes you not even want to be open to anybody anymore, and makes you literally want to keep that guard up forever, you know. But like I tell you guys, like I've said before, and I'm even telling this to myself, because I feel like the longer we have that guard up, and we don't try to even let that guard down just a little bit and let somebody in, I feel like we can miss out on good people and good opportunities, and, you know, a great life, and, you know, because you just never know what can happen in life. So I feel like you do have to let that guard down eventually, but don't be so quick to let it down right off the bat. Right as soon as you meet somebody, let your guard down. No, I don't agree with that. And that's just, again, just my opinion, just because of past situations. And I'm not saying, like, again, I'm not saying do not let your guard down at all, or not, don't be open to people at all. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't do it right away, or take your time, shall I say, you know what I mean? Don't be just so quick to let everybody know your past relationships, your family members, and just don't be so quick to just be so open right away, you know what I mean? Just kind of watch and measure, you know what I mean? Because like I said, people come into your life sometimes and they just want to fuck it up and they just want to make your life hell because they're miserable people and they're going through shit, you know what I mean? You just really have to be aware of that, and you have to know that those type of people are out there and those type of situations happen all the time. People get exposed all the time for their deepest, darkest secrets, and people that they thought they could trust. And I've just seen that shit. It's happened to people around me. I've been fucked over in certain situations by letting my guard down by certain people. That shit happens on the daily. I'm sure you've been through it, your family member, your friend, your brother, your sister, you, yourself. We all probably have been through these type of situations where we let our guard down with people and we truly think you can trust somebody and then just goes to shit, you know what I mean? Which is why I wanted to make this episode about, like, letting your guard down, or, I guess having trust issues, whatever you take from this video, you know what I mean? I feel like I said, we can all kind of fucking relate to it, and it's a real thing, and like, I just would tell anybody out there to just fucking be careful when you are opening up to people and you're telling people your secrets and you're telling people vulnerable things about yourself in moments of your life that you never have told anybody. Just be very careful, because like I said, you don't know right away what this person's intentions are. You really don't. And I don't want to see you guys get fucked over. I don't want to see anybody that clicks on this video get fucked over, because if you can relate, then you just know what that feeling is like. It's not a good feeling at all. You just feel so shitty about yourself. And even though they fucked you over, you still, in a weird way, you take some blame for it. And you feel like you're the bad person, which you shouldn't. But I guess that's just how we are as humans. So just be careful when you're opening up to people. And like I said, when you are letting people in your life and you're sharing secrets with people, you just have to be very selective of who you are having in your life and who you are having around you and the energy you are bringing into your life, because another thing too is, if people do fuck you over, and because it might happen, it happens. If you're watching this video and you are currently going through this situation, I'm sorry, it's shitty that this has happened to you. Don't stay stuck in that for too long, of feeling like you were fucked over, or feeling like, for one, you are the bad guy, because you're not, you know what I mean? It happened. Learn from it and definitely move on from it. I'm not saying just let your guard down right away, but I'm saying learn from that situation, accept it for what it is, and continue to move forward and be the best you that you can be, even though you're hurt and even though you're going through these different emotions right now because you got fucked over, you know what I mean? And because you let your guard down or thought you could trust somebody and they ended up doing something shitty to you. Don't say that too long, because eventually it just will eat at you. It will eat away at you. I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, it will literally eat away at you until it just consumes you. You know what I mean? And you just have to let that hurt go. However you decide to process it, however you decide to process their betrayal, do that and move forward with it, you know what I mean? Because I don't want you guys to be stuck in that hurt for too long, because when you're stuck in it, it just manifests and you just get stuck in that, But like I said again, and I will continue to say this, and I will continue to stand by this, is to not let your guard down right away with people, with certain situations involving new people, because you just never know someone's true intentions. You don't know what someone is willing to take from what you tell them and use it against you. I've seen shit like that happen all the fucking time. I'm not one of those type of people to just right off the bat tell you my whole life story. It's just not going to happen for me. It takes time. It takes me a while to, not even a while, but it just have to be comfortable with you. I have to be able to trust you. There has to be some type of trust there, for me then of course I will open up and to be very open and vulnerable. But right off the jump, it's not going to happen for me. Some people look at that as standoffish. Some people look at that as, rude, whatever the case may be. Like I even coworkers, people that I work with, they just kill me because they will just like literally they'll meet you in the first week and I'll know their whole life story. I'll know their name, last name, birth certificate, social security number, like, and I get so like certain people are just like very open like that right away. And I mean, I know there are people out there like that, and I guess that is just a part of life. There are people out there that again are like me that aren't very open right away, and there are people that are super open right away and they just will tell you their whole life story. And I guess that's okay too. I could never do it right away off the jump. It definitely takes time for me to do that and for me to really form a bond with you. Then of course I will open up and I'll probably annoy the fuck out of you, but right off the bat, it's not going to happen for me, just off personal experiences and just off of like whatever you want to call it, trauma, betrayal, like. But I'm not opposed, like I said, I'm not opposed to letting my guard down and to letting new people in and to opening up about things with people, It just takes time for me. Again, granted, everybody is different. Like I said, I know people that are super open right away, and I know people that are just like me it takes a while for them to open up and to share their true selves with people, So I guess we're just all different. Of course, we're all human beings, so we just do things differently. But I don't know, I can't just do that right away off the bat just because I don't want to get fucked over and I don't know your true intentions right off the bat, 5 minutes of meeting you. But hey, that's just me. And like I said, granted, again, I know people that are super open. So it just, there are different types of people, but my personal opinion on it, just be so fucking careful when you are deciding to open up to people and you are deciding to be vulnerable with people. And I know it's scary as it is, opening up to someone and just being super vulnerable with a person or in a relationship or friendships. That in itself is scary. And then on top of having to worry about if these people are going to fuck you over and to just do you dirty, it's just too much. So that's why I'm saying be selective with who you are opening up to and who you are deciding to share certain aspects of your life with and who you are deciding to, open up yourself with about English. But I don't know, that's just how I just kind of have always kind of felt about it. I'm just never like been one of those people to be super open right away. Of course I am with you guys on like YouTube and things like that, just because I feel like I can you guys like to know me or are starting to get a sense of me through my videos. So it's not like I can't open up to people, but I'm very selective, you guys, with who I decide to share certain aspects and things like that of my life with, because I just don't want to get screwed over by people, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's something I'm working or need to work on or I am working on. But it's hard. I definitely will say that it's hard. It's not easy. But then again, I guess nothing in life is easy, It takes time, definitely, to be open, let my guard down, because I've always kind of had to have my guard up just from past friendships, relationships. The list can go on, honestly, but I definitely do have my guard up, and it doesn't just come down right away for anybody, and it doesn't just drop that easily, It definitely takes time, but like again, I said, I'm not opposed to opening up to people and getting to know new people, but I'm not like that right away off the bat to just open right up. And again, some people are like that. I'm just not, you know what I mean? But if anybody asks me my opinion or my advice on, letting your guard down, I would just tell them like, take time, you know what I mean? And again, I'm going to say this for the millionth fucking time, be selective of who you decide to share your life with and what you go through in your daily problems with, you know what I mean? That's why you need to have your little small or your core group of friends, that people that actually truly know you and love you for who you are, or your family or your significant other. Like, those people are who deserve to know your life and your aspects. Okay, I don't even know if that makes sense. But what I'm trying to say is, your core group of friends, your significant others, people that are close to you that know who you are, deserve to know everything about you. You know what I mean? A person that you meet 5 minutes off the street doesn't deserve to know everything about you right off the jump. Get me, coworkers, none of that. Right off the bat, no. in my opinion. So I'm just saying, you guys, be selective of who you decide to share your life with, things that you go through with. Just be careful, because I don't want you guys to get fucked over at all. It's not a good feeling. We all know that feeling. If you don't want to go through that, okay? I promise you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tone Talks. I hope you guys like my intake on trusting people and letting your guard down. It's a hard thing to do, but we can all do it. But just be selective. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking episode. Give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you babies in the next Tone Talks. Bye, guys.